Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, lived a poor but happy young boy named Toby. Toby had a loyal and loving cat named Shalaby. They were the best of friends and spent their days playing by the lake or exploring the nearby forest. One day, while strolling through the market, Toby noticed an old, worn-out book lying on a shelf. He picked it up, opened it, and to his surprise, found that it was filled with blank pages. Intrigued, he brought the book home and showed it to Shalaby. "Look, my friend," he said, "it seems we have quite an interesting book here. Why don't we write our own adventures inside?" So Toby and Shalaby started writing down their daily activities in the book, entering every detail of their lives. They wrote about their morning routines, their games, and even their dreams for the future. As the weeks went by, the book became a cherished part of their lives. Toby would read the entries to Shalaby, and they would reminisce about their past adventures together. Shalaby, being a cat, couldn't read, but he enjoyed the sound of Toby's voice and the feeling of being included in their shared story. One evening, as Toby was reading one of their earlier entries, he remembered an adventure from when he was just a baby. He had wandered off and gotten lost in the market, and it was Shalaby who had found him and led him back home. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Toby had scooped up Shalaby and hugged him tightly. "If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be where I am today," Toby whispered to Shalaby. "You're the best cat a boy could ask for." Touched by Toby's words, Shalaby purred and rubbed against his leg. In that moment, Toby realized just how lucky he was to have a cat who cared for him so much. Years passed, and Toby and Shalaby continued to write in their book, documenting their friendship and their lives. As Shalaby got older, he became a bit lazy and preferred to spend his days napping in the sun or chasing butterflies in the garden, but his love for Toby never faded. One day, Toby opened the book to a blank page and began to write. "Today is a very special day," he wrote, "because it's been 15 years since my dearest friend Shelby came into my life. I can't imagine how lucky I am to have such a wonderful cat. Thank you, Shelby, for being my friend, for being my guide, and for being my inspiration." Toby looked at his reflection in the book and smiled. He was no longer the young boy he once was, but his bond with Shalaby had only grown stronger with time. He knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, he would face them with courage and determination, just like Shalaby had taught him. From that day on, Toby made sure to spend extra time playing with Shalaby, grooming him, and simply enjoying his company. He knew that their time together was precious, and he wanted to make the most of it. After all, he had been blessed to have such a loyal and loving cat for so long, and who knew what the future might hold. But one thing he was sure of was that as long as he had Shalaby by his side, he could face anything with a brave heart. So the boy and his cat continued to live their simple yet fulfilling lives, cherishing each moment they spent together and knowing that their bond would last for eternity.